This is Darren with Gary Edgley. Gary, pre-season's over. What's your assessment of how it's gone so far?
Really pleased, really pleased. The squad of players we've got in this season, in all fairness, if you'd have said to me going back 9-10 weeks ago, this is the squad of players we're going to have for this coming season, I'd have snapped your hand off. I've been absolutely over the moon, and they're a great set. We've been mindful of the players we've brought in. We've not just gone out and got anybody. We knew the areas we needed to strengthen, and again, in terms of the lads we've brought in, with them being the right players to mix with the young team we had last season, and they've come in and they've been absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
I mean, you've obviously got Kyle Watkins back. That's a big signing, isn't it? Can you tell us a few names of other lads who you brought in?
Obviously, Carl's stayed. He's had, which is fantastic for us. Big player for us. Come in last season, was fantastic. Started this season really well. Committed to us very, very early, and I'm talking about a week after the season had finished. He had a couple of clubs that came in for him, high level. One club, Step 3 club, club like a bit bigger than us. There was a lot of money as well bandied around. But he gave us his full commitment, and that's the other reason why we're giving the captain Armsband. He's been absolutely first class for us, and I'm pleased we've got him back. The other lads obviously we brought in, Lee Beast has come in from Pinchbeck with Shippo, and Alex Beck as well. And again, everybody locally knows these lads. And when I first came here last season, I had a few kind of critiques about not using local players, but the problem is in all fairness, we couldn't afford the local players that were available at the time last season in terms of money, in terms of budget. That's why we had to go down the route we had to go down. This season we're a lot stronger in those terms. We still haven't got the kind of money power that what a lot of the top 5, 6, 7 clubs have in the UCL. But we're happy this year. We're stable, and we spoke to these lads, and they've come in. All of the new players we've come in, again, people talking about spending big money. These lads that have come in, every single one of them we've brought in have took a drop in money from where they was either at last season or what they've been offered to come this season. So it's not a case of we've just gone out there and chucked silly money about just to blow all the teams out the water, because that's not happened.
Right, so you've got just over 6-7 days now till first game at Arborough next week. Looking forward to that?
Yeah, it's going to be a really tough game. At home, they're quite formidable. They're playing the 4G. They dropped very few points away. Going to be a real tough first game of the season for us. And as I say, we've got a few missing, but this season doesn't worry me in terms of the squad that we've got. Whereas last season, if we had 3 or 4 missing, it really, really hurt us bad. But this season, we've got a squad of 17 this season, squad of 17, 18, and every one of them players should be looking to start every single game. So in terms of quality, we've got enough, and it is going to be a very tough game away from home. But as I say, I'm looking forward to get going. I just said to the lads in there now, I wish we were playing tomorrow. I'm honestly really, really looking forward to get going now.
And then first home game, I think it's a week on Tuesday night against Holbeach. Another tough test, that one, isn't it?
Yeah, Holbeach has strengthened again this year. Obviously, I know Danny well, the manager there, very good manager, and anybody that was kind of, I think going back a few weeks ago when they had a few iffy kind of started pre-season results, anybody that was doubting him, I think will be biting their own words, because as I say, they will do well this season. The players that they've brought in, we had a look at them against Stamford. They did very, very well there, and they've got some good lads, and it'll be a good test. But again, home, we're down here under the floodlights, midweek fixture, local derby. Nothing better than that. Nothing better than that.
And then you shouldn't look too far forward, but the game after that one's a big one, isn't it? FA Cup away at Mulbarton. It's obviously big for the club for the financial rewards, obviously. So
it's massive, to be fair. As I say, we haven't got masses and masses amounts of money here. Well, the club, as I say, is now stable, which is brilliant. As I say, the chairman and the board of directors have worked tirelessly over the last 6 months to put things back into place, and they've done brilliant, done wonders with that. But yeah, from my point of view, it would be lovely to reward them with a couple of wins in the FA Cup. But again, there's no easy games in the FA Cup, no matter where you go. I think it's advertising there. We've got the furthest away trip to go as well, so it's not going to be easy. But as I say, at the minute, all we're just concentrating on is that first game. We get that first game, look to get that first win, and then we go from there. Then it's just hopefully we can have a snowball effect.
I mean, you look at where you were when you took over last September time. pretty much down at the club at the time. A few players left. It wasn't really until after Christmas that the team started playing the way I guess you wanted them to, and then the form was pretty good, wasn't it? I mean, it was a bit of a battle to last season. It never really got to the wire regarding going down, but you were wrong end of the table. But I mean, this season you must be looking up a little bit higher. I know you've said in other press before that top 10 would anything less than be a failure for you. Is that still what you're thinking?
Yeah, 100%. And it is. And the group of players I've assembled here, and my chairman will tell you this, I'm an honest guy, is I've said to my chairman, if I'm not top 10 this season, then do you know what, I'll have my resignation in, because I'm obviously not doing a good enough job. The players that we've got here this season, these lads are here. I mean, again, players from last season. We've got lads that stepped down from Step 4 clubs that's come to us. We've got lads that have obviously been clubs like Pinchbeck, where they finished 4th last season. These lads are used to being right in and around the top half of the table, and I don't see why we're not going to be like that this season. We've still got some young players, as seen today. Obviously, we've had a few missing again today, but again, the set of lads out there. I think age group again's average age of 22, which is brilliant. And we just need to get them in the right mindset, for me, in that winning mentality, that winning habit. And it is a habit. If you can get in that winning habit, it's the same as losing. You get used to losing regular, then you just already beat. You get used to winning regular, and it's exactly the same. You turn up, you're already winning the game before you go set foot on the pitch. And we need to get them in that frame of mind, and I believe we can do that.
So obviously you've said you've got your 17, 18 players. Is that it now? Is that your squad sorted, or are you still maybe looking at one or two more?
Yeah, I said 17. Let's say that we got 17 what we'd call first team lads. We've got 3 or 4 fringe players that are in with the reserves and with ourselves, that are young lads that are still developing, that still maybe need a little bit more time, but they'll be used throughout the season. We've got another young lad, Wade Hurst. He's going to sign for us. He's been out injured for the last 10 days, 2 weeks, so he'll go obviously on the register to sign for us. And then there's one more. We've been talking to another player over the last 2 weeks. He's been had some training sessions with us and a few other bits and pieces, and I'm pretty confident he'll sign. But then, yeah, we're where we are. We want that to be settled, not again like last season where we was having to chop and change, trying out new young players nobody even heard of. Some worked, some didn't, and that impacts the team in terms of chopping and changing week in, week out. We want things settled. We want this group to be a family, and as I say, we need some stability at this club now.
Right, Gary, thanks for talking to us and good luck for the start of the season.
No, it's all the best, mate. Thank you.